Warwickshire Wildlife Trust are partnering with Coventry City of Culture Trust over the drone show because we can see the power that they can have to transform people's views about the natural world. Our natural world is amazing. It gives us the food that we eat, clean air to breathe and clean water. But our nature is in crisis. We are losing species, and if it carries on like this, it could be catastrophic for planet Earth and for humans. 15% of all species in the UK are now under threat from extinction. 1 in 3 mouthfuls of food that you eat grow as a direct result of pollination by insects. If we lost all of our bees and butterflies tomorrow, it would plunge the world into a huge food crisis. And it's not an exaggeration to say that we're the first generation to understand that we are destroying our natural world and the last generation that can do anything about it. Luckily, we know what to do. Everyone can play their part in nature's recovery. Small actions really do make a big difference. Whether you live in a tower block and have a window box, or you've got a house with a garden, a local park or some farmland, all of those different areas can make space for nature. Small actions added together make a big difference. What our natural world needs is stepping stones in the landscape, so for the bees and for the mammals to be able to move through the landscape. And we've lost that because we've created roads, we've built houses, and they create barriers that species can't move across. So we're asking everybody to come together to make space for nature across Coventry, across Warwickshire. We can all play our part, acting as little service stations along the way that wildlife can stop off on their journey to wherever they're trying to get to. Water is really important for wildlife. There's lots of species that are associated with it, things like kingfishers and dragonflies and fish, but it's also a great place for amphibians and other species to benefit.
So one of the things we are really keen to do in Lakeview Park is creating some more wet habitat. It's an area where we've already seen cuckoo and we'd love to see more of species like that, specialist wetland species. We actually sometimes get the kingfisher through here, which is a really good sign because it means there's lots of small fish for it to be eating. So yeah, the action we're taking is going to improve Coventry for wildlife and just be an amazing place for people to enjoy the riches that nature has to offer.
And the great thing about this sort of activity is it gives everybody else inspiration of what they might want to do in their local patch. So ponds are quite an easy thing to create. If you haven't got the space for a pond, just putting out a washing up bowl full of water can provide a stopping off point for something like a hedgehog to drink on a dry night. Water in the landscape is something that every species really benefits from. And one of those species in particular are bats that use the insects that are associated with water to feed on. Everyone can help bats in their local patch. You can put a bat box up on the side of your house and you can get a huge range of different bats that might be visiting your garden for a tasty snack. The Wildlife Trusts have got a new initiative called Team Wilder. The idea behind this is everybody takes action for nature in their local patch, and these small actions join together to help support nature's recovery. You can do anything in your local area to help wildlife. You could put a bird box up in your garden. You can make a mini wildflower meadow in a window box in a flat. Or you could come together as a local community to plant some trees. These small actions, like pieces of the jigsaw, come together to support our natural world and help nature to recover. We want people to go and enjoy the spectacle of the drone show and be so inspired they want to take action for nature. And that's why we've got a range of other projects with Coventry City of Culture to build on that fascination and to help people take action for wildlife where they live.
What's good about us if we don't help things?